A home filled with love, and an unexpected guest, a cozy home, brimming with the warmth of a couple deeply in love. Sarah and Jake, partners in life and soon-to-be parents, are navigating the thrilling, sometimes overwhelming journey of pregnancy. Their days are filled with tender moments, Jake rubbing Sarah's aching feet, Sarah dreaming aloud about their baby's future, and the two of them stealing quiet kisses in the kitchen. Their home is their sanctuary, a place where love grows as steadily as the tiny life inside Sarah. But there's a twist in this love story, an uninvited guest who's turning their haven into a revolving door of chaos. Enter Mike, Jake's old friend, a rugged, free-spirited soul living the #vanlife dream. For months, Mike has been rolling up to Sarah and Jake's home in his weathered van, parking his nomadic life in their driveway for 10 to 12 hours at a stretch, a couple of days a week. He's not just visiting. He's settling in, using the shower, kitchen, washing machine, and Wi-Fi like it's his personal pit stop. At first, Sarah's heart went out to Mike. He's down on his luck, piecing together a living from construction jobs, and she wanted to be supportive. After all, love isn't just about the couple, it's about extending kindness to those around you, right? But as her pregnancy progresses, Sarah's patience is wearing as thin as the Wi-Fi signal Mike hogs. This isn't just a story about a houseguest overstaying his welcome. It's a tale of love tested, boundaries blurred, and a couple learning to balance compassion for others with the sacred space of their relationship. It's about the messy, beautiful reality of married life, or committed partnership, where communication and compromise dance a delicate tango, especially when a baby's on the way. Sarah's pregnancy has transformed her world. Her body is a miracle in motion, but it's also exhausting. She dreams of sprawling on the couch in her comfiest sweatpants, free from the constraints of a bra that feels like a medieval torture device. She wants to talk openly with Jake about her doctor's appointments, her swollen ankles, and the wild emotions swirling inside her, without whispering in a corner like a spy. But Mike's presence looms large. His visits aren't just inconvenient, they're invasive. Every time he steps through the door, he brings a trail of construction site chaos, dust and dirt coating the floors, a forest of body hair clogging the shower, and a laundry room that looks like a sandbox exploded. The kitchen, once a place for Sarah and Jake's late-night snack dates, is now Mike's domain, where he whips up meals and leaves a sink full of dirty dishes for Sarah to tackle. Sarah's tired, bone-deep, pregnancy-level tired. The extra cleaning is a burden she didn't sign up for, especially since Jake's demanding work schedule leaves most of the household chores on her plate. She's not just cleaning up after Mike, she's sacrificing her peace, her privacy, and the intimacy of her home. Love, she's learning, isn't just about giving endlessly, it's about knowing when to draw a line. So, Sarah gathers her courage and turns to Jake, her partner, her rock. She pours her heart out, explaining how Mike's visits are draining her and how she craves a few months of quiet to prepare for their baby. She's not asking for forever, just a temporary no visitors rule to reclaim their space. To her, it's a no-brainer. Their home should be a cocoon for their growing family, a place where they can focus on each other and the life they're building. But Jake's response catches her off guard. Jake hesitates. He loves Sarah fiercely, but he's torn. Mike's his friend, a guy who's hit rough patches and needs a lifeline. To Jake, asking Mike to stop coming over feels like kicking a puppy, awkward, cruel, even heartless. He agrees to set the boundary, but his reluctance stings. He makes it clear he thinks Sarah's request is harsh, casting her as the villain in this chapter of their story. Suddenly, their love, so solid and sure, feels like it's wobbling. Sarah's left wondering, is she wrong to prioritize her needs? Is it selfish to want her home back, especially now, when she's carrying their child? This is where the heart of their story beats loudest. It's not just about Mike's mess or Sarah's exhaustion, it's about the tension that arises when two people in love have different instincts about loyalty and boundaries. Married life isn't always a rom-com montage of candlelit dinners and shared dreams. Sometimes, it's gritty, raw, and real, forcing couples to confront uncomfortable truths. Sarah and Jake are at a crossroads, and how they navigate this will shape not just their home, but their relationship. Love wins, but boundaries matter. Days pass, and the air between Sarah and Jake feels heavy. But love, true love, doesn't shy away from hard conversations. One evening, after Mike's left another trail of sand in the laundry room, Jake sits down with Sarah. He sees the fatigue in her eyes, the way her hand rests protectively on her belly. He listens, really listens, as she explains how Mike's visits make her feel like a guest in her own home. She's not asking to abandon Mike, she's asking for a season of peace, a chance to nurture their relationship and prepare for parenthood. Jake's heart softens. He realizes that love isn't just about being generous to friends, it's about fiercely protecting the person you've chosen to build a life with. He agrees to talk to Mike, not out of obligation, but because he sees Sarah's need as his own. The conversation with Mike is awkward, as expected. Jake explains that with a baby coming, they need to keep the house quiet for a while. Mike, though surprised, nods. He's not a bad guy, just a little clueless. He promises to find other places to shower and do laundry, maybe a gym or a friend's place. With Mike Mike's visits paused. The house feels like theirs again. Sarah lounges on the couch, pants optional, and laughs louder than she has in weeks. She and Jake talk openly about their fears and dreams for their baby, their voices no longer hushed. The kitchen becomes their playground again, where they cook messy dinners and steal kisses over the cutting board. The laundry room is just a laundry room, not a battleground. Their love, tested by this challenge, emerges stronger, rooted in a new understanding. Boundaries aren't walls, they're bridges that keep a couple connected. Sarah and Jake's story isn't over. They'll face more tests as parents, as partners, as humans, but they've learned something vital. Love thrives when you honor each other's needs, even when it's hard. For couples everywhere, their journey offers a powerful lesson. Compassion for others is beautiful, but protecting your shared space is sacred. Whether you're married, engaged, or building a life together, remember this: your home is your heart's headquarters. Guard it fiercely, and let love lead the way. Practical tips for couples facing similar challenges: communicate with kindness. Share your feelings honestly but gently, like Sarah did. Use I feel statements to avoid blame, e.g., I feel overwhelmed when the house is chaotic. Set boundaries together. Agree on house rules as a team. Decide who can visit, when, and for how long, ensuring both partners feel heard. Divide the load. If one partner's schedule is busier, like Jake's, split chores creatively. Maybe the busier partner handles a smaller but consistent task, like vacuuming. Protect your sanctuary. Make your home a reflection of your love. Create rituals like cooking together or cuddling on the couch that reinforce your bond. Check in regularly. Life changes fast, especially with a baby on the way. Have weekly check-ins to discuss what's working and what isn't. Sarah and Jake's love story reminds us that relationships aren't about avoiding conflict, they're about growing through it. So, here's to love, to boundaries, and to the messy, magical moments that make married life unforgettable.